about this. He was curious about that. And one of the problems we had online were some spammers, some cheaters. They found some ways to cause some bugs and some glitches. And so we want the online landscape to be completely competitive. So we researched. We found out a lot of these problems. There was issues with some creative finishers that were extremely strong, and people were manipulating them in ways we weren't intending for that to happen. So we made actually a lot of those improvements. So online landscape will actually be much more fair this year. Of course, we probably didn't find every single glitch, but I can definitely guarantee we spent a lot of time improving that. And I think it'll be to the fans' benefit.
But it brings me back to the old Jesse the Body Ventura quote: "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always, always cheat." There's wisdom there. There's wisdom there.
Agreed.
All right, Miz agrees with me. Let's have another question. This is from Austin, and he wants to know, how do we get to the live roster reveal? Well, dude, you got to come down here. That's how you get here. That's all I'm going to say. I think legal would kill me if I gave out the actual address. So, sorry, you have to be here live. We have some folks here who are enjoying the show.
Well, if they're good looking, I think the Miz can maybe throw out some information on how to track them down.
Something on? Good one, Corey.
All right.
I laugh.
Next question. This one's from Matthew. GameSpot user Matthew wants to know this. I'm going to read this in his voice, or maybe Miz. Maybe you want to take this.
I can barely read it.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of small. Hi. Is the fireworks in the game like the TV version, and is the theme music live effect like television? That's like a Bill Cosby impression. Basically, wants to know, what's it look like?
We're improving the graphics each year. Presentation is always huge with us, and you can create your own entrances this year. So we want to make sure we have all the fireworks in there, all the theme music. You can actually import your own custom soundtrack to go ahead and put your own theme music to the game. So we try to support that as best we can, improve it each year. So I think the quality is pretty good.
People spend a lot of time on the Create a Wrestler entrance. That they just love doing that, right?
That's right. It's a big part. You create your superstar. You want to be able to create his entrance, and then we also have create your finishing move, create your story, create your own tattoos, and it's really just all about creating your own world.
Well, let me ask Miz and Eve, when you guys how do you guys go about creating your entrances in the real thing? Can you give us some insight on how that goes?
I just feel it more or less. For me, it's like I don't know, when I go out to my music, which it's kind of generic, but it's still, I can feel it, and I just go along with it and do whatever I feel at that moment.
Same with you, Eve?
Yeah, it's kind of whatever person you become and whatever kind of personality you develop in the ring kind of helps develop your your entrances and even your finishers.
Yeah.
So it just becomes a part of you.
Well, good advice for when you're creating your finishers and your entrance in the game as well. Let's have another question, fellas. This one's from Trick Slapper, and he wants to know, can we beat up the announcers like Howard Finkel in the game? People want to beat up Howard Finkel?
I said you do.
Who doesn't want to beat up the announcers?
Who want to beat up Lillian?
Beat up Lillian Garcia?
Yeah.
Who would want to beat
come
up
on.
Howard
That's
Finkel?
what I'm saying.
Howard
It's
Finkel
just
is the sweetest man in the
So
world.
I'm assuming the answer is no.
He is.
Yes.
Okay.
The answer is no. I think anyone that wants to beat him up is a jerk.
I'm the good guy. I'm the bad one because I like to have fun with my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm the jerk.
Some people deserve to get beat up, Corey.
Do you think they think one of them? I don't know.
No,
He's a
maybe
pretty
not.
nice guy.
Maybe not Fink. All right, another question, fellas. Chase wants to know, will there be an ambulance match on the Xbox 360 version of the game? First of all, Corey, what the heck is an ambulance match?
Yeah, that's a match. It's seldom seen in the WWE. It's an exciting match, though. Unfortunately, it won't be in the Xbox 360 version. Fans can definitely find it in the DS version, though, making its debut on that console. So if you buy WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2010 for the DS, you can check out the ambulance match for the first time in any WWE game ever. So that's exciting for the DS.
And the DS version got a new developer this year, and you can put a big cat on your head, which I remember.
Yeah, we have a Create a Superstar, surprisingly, in the DS, which is really cool. We have a lot of parts in there, and wacky stuff, like you said.
Cat heads,
and things like that. And then we have a really robust season mode for that as well. So we packed a lot in the DS card.
So you can actually put a mask over Eve's face.
Ooh, why would you want to do that?
In the world?
Oh, me just being a jerk, I guess. Me being mean again.
All right, another question.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Miz.
You got a chick mag.
Stuart wants to know, what kinds of things will the new Havoc engine change in the game? Miz, this is a question for you.
Yes, definitely. I know a lot about Havoc.
Yeah.
I'll let the nerd actually talk about that. What's a Havoc?
That's a great question. It's very cool that this fan was able to kind of find that out, and we are implementing Havoc this year just to do some basic things for collision, so that when the wrestlers are in the ring, they're actually not clipping through the ropes. They get snagged on the ropes, and they're able to maneuver around the environment without the collision detecting through it. So we're trying to improve the collision in the game. I know a lot of people don't want to see that because it ruins the realism of the game. So we're using the Havoc system to go ahead and help us avoid that as much as possible.
One thing I know about this game is that you're doing a lot of different transition animations between different moves when you're in a grapple situation.
That's right.
Does that play into it, or is that a completely separate system?
It doesn't play into it. It's mostly just the animation blending that we have going on there. But in the future, we love to continue to look at the possibilities of making the game look better and better.
So it's perfectly clear now, right?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Basically, we're saying, how does SmackDown look better? It looks better.
No, basically we're saying you do your job and I'll do my job.
There you go.
Oh,
Even better. I will. Better. Another question. Sean wants to know, I noticed this may be a question for Eve. I noticed the Divas can fight in cage matches. What other match types can they battle in?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know that because I haven't played the game yet, but I think it's very cool that we can do cage matches.
Yeah, it's about time.
Hopefully we'll bring that era back someday.
Yeah, it's something that we actually restricted in the past, and obviously, fans want to be able to do whatever they want. So we want the fans to be able to, have Divas in there for these extreme matches and to, play those matches with the Divas and have fun with that. And so we hate restricting the user, and we want to avoid that as much as possible. So something the fans have been asking for, and something cool we can bring this year. And
there's more to learn about match types. We're going to be, you guys are going to be revealing more in the future, right?
That's right. We're definitely going to be revealing more. Each year we not only add new match types, but we improve some of the existing ones, the real famous ones. So we'll be happy to announce that later on GameSpot.
Yeah, hopefully on GameSpot we'll see more about match types. Right now, let's have another question from the audience.